So it's straight over to Jo's table for her first deal of the day.
Right, Jeanette, and you've brought in this little seed pearl brooch.
Yes.
Why?
Well, it was my mother passed it on to me, and unfortunately my daughter and grandchildren not into gold at all.
Really?
So I thought if I sell some of my gold, and I can always put it into ISAs or some saving for them.
Yeah. Or you could just spend it and have a good time.
Well, I could, but no.
Right, I'm just going to have a quick look at it, just to sort of... Well, miraculously, all the pearls are there, aren't they? That's nice. I don't think I can see any missing one. Looks like it's going to be 9 carat. Is it 9 carat? It is 9 carat. It's really pretty, but it's like you say, it's not.
For the earrings.
No, it's not, and it's so sad because they're so pretty.
I know that a
and
lot
the
of work's gone into them.
And that's in lovely condition, and the pin's really nice, and everything. Right, I'll start with a £50. You're going to crack a face or not? Well, got a smile.
A
little more,
please.
A little more, please. I'm not going to go much further, I'm afraid. That's it.
Could you make it up to 70, please?
I'm just going to stop you there because I can tell you that the independent valuers are saying £40 to £60. This style of Victorian brooch, 9 carat, small pearls, is not so fashionable. You would think it's worth more than that, but sadly it's not. I'm going to say to you 60 with no commission to pay is a good offer. You could go to auction, you might get 80, 90, and you might not. And then there will be 15% to be taken out. So on the day, why, man, the girl from Newcastle has bought herself a brooch.
Thank you, Joe. Yes, I'll accept.
You'll have that to her?
I'll accept.
Let's have a shake on it. Thanks
you.
very much. And thanks for coming in. It's been nice to meet you.
And you as well.
Thank you.
Now, with so much gold turning up in the dealer's den, the Duke chats to resident expert Pippa Weddell to hear her take on booming gold prices.
Now, what we've got here in the box is a collection of 9 carat, 18 carat, 22 carat jewellery, coins and so forth. On every Dickinson's Real Deal, we are seeing more and more gold jewellery.
Yeah.
I suppose the obvious question here is this because of the rise, the surge in gold prices?
I think so. I think that's exactly what it is, and everybody's very aware of that and are encouraged to scrap their gold. So we do see a lot of it. I've been very busy this morning.
What worries me, Pippa, is there are items in there, for instance, we have a coin here. I know this one has been damaged because it has this mount on it.
Yeah.
But when coins come through the door, half sovereigns, gold pieces,
Yeah.
are they worth more intrinsically as an object, as a coin, than they are by putting into the melting pot?
Very much so. I mean, this one, because it has been damaged, is probably not, but often sovereigns can be worth more in their own right than they would be worth just for their weight.
A final question here.
Okay.
If we sort out the beautiful intrinsically worked pieces, the coins, are they going to be more valuable in the future? Are they going to be an investment in the future because there will be less of them around because most people have accepted the almighty pound and put them into the melting pot?
I should think in some cases that will definitely be true. Yes, there will be less of them out there and they will become very much more valuable and desirable in their own right because there won't be so many to go around.
And that's our tip for the future. As an investment, keep the better pieces, the coins in good condition to one side, and scrap the lesser and perhaps more modern pieces. That long term could be a good investment.
So if you're lucky enough to have a pile of gold to sort through, think carefully before you sell it.
Susan, isn't it? I'm Karen.
Now heading over to Karen's table, here's a well-loved piece.
Right, what have we got here? Would you like to tell me about it?
It's a Wedgwood bowl that belonged to my grandmother.
Right, so it's an inherited piece. Do you like it?
It's beautiful.
You love it?
I
So
do.
why have we got it here?
It's sitting in the cupboard.
Yeah,
Not used, not looked at.
yeah. So how far back does it go in the family? Can you remember?
I can remember it when I was little because I had a small accident with it. But other than that,
So quantify small accident. Is that where it got
Yeah.
knocked? And
Yeah.
it was you that did it, was it?
it was.
Bad girl.
I know.
Mind you, I suppose. How long ago was that?
Oh, 50 years or so.
About 50 years ago. Yeah, perhaps it wasn't such a valued item then. So let's just turn it over and look on the back, and we can see that we've got the Wedgwood mark
Yeah,
on the back
yeah.
in gilt printed over. And this is what they call a luster. It's absolutely beautiful, and this particular design is self-explanatory. It's got dragons featured all around the inside of the bowl, and this lovely, almost sort of opal colour on the outside there. There's a lady called Daisy McCaig Jones who was working for Wedgwood about the same time, about the 20s, who created, I expect you've heard of the Fairyland luster?
Yes, I have now, yeah.
Yeah, just a shame that we haven't got a few nymphs and fairies leaping round, because then we'd be talking entirely
Yes, so I
entirely
believe.
different market, wouldn't we? Right, had it not had the clonk, I think we'd have been talking a couple of hundred at least. So I'm going to put a price down, and I'm sorry it's not the full amount, because I would have loved it in perfect condition. I'd have been hopping up and down, to be quite honest. Right, 20, 40, 60. Right, there's £80, and that's how I see it. So, here's David.
What a shame.
Culprit.
Very commercial item that is, this Wedgwood Dragon Lustre bowl, but we have this horrendous crack right the way through it. Now, of course, these things can be repaired, but they are costly
Yes.
to do a proper job.
Yes.
And even when they have been restored, it's down to the dealer really to tell a good customer, look, this has been restored. 60 to 80 pounds is where the independent valuers want to be.
spot on.
It's on the money, right on the money. Lovely lot, but impaired and damaged. I think that's a fair price.
I can still see a really sad little face opposite me, though. But we'll David, what David
Yes.
says and what I've
Yeah.
offered
Oh,
is
yes.
absolutely spot on.
Yes.
But I don't want you to accept the money and still be disappointed.
I think I might give it a go at auction if I could.
Okay. Fingers crossed, and
Yes.
it could do well. Let's hope so.
Thank you.
Karen was right on the money, so is Susan taking a big risk heading off to auction?
Now, the good news so far is the auctioneers had lots of phone calls, probably from dealers, some will be collectors, on what is called a condition report. And a condition report is you telephone or write to the auctioneer and say, I want a condition report on the condition of this particular item. And they either give it to you verbally on the phone or they give it to you in writing. So obviously they will have told potential buyers there's a crack in it. The question is, will the crack put them off? Well, it will put off most collectors, but some may be restorers and they may want to buy it. So we're going to have to keep our fingers crossed. The reserve is modest, £80. Is it going to sell? I think it's got a reasonable chance. It's coming up now.
We come now to lot 135A, which is the Wedgwood Lustre Bowl. Shame about the damage. Nice piece. £100, please. 80. Start me 50 then, please.
Are they bidding for it? Is the internet coming in, I
Wedgwood
wonder?
Lustre Bowl, damage for £50. Any interest?
No bites in the sale room.
No one? No one in the room? No one out on internet? No.
OK.
We'll take it home.
Problem we've got here, there was a crack in it. Nobody wants to speculate on it. Are you disappointed?
No.
Nope.
I'll take it home.
Take it home. It is still a good item. It does want restoring, but the restoration job on something like that can be expensive. That may have held it back. Real Deal, Karen Dalmany, our dealer. Karen, you were on the money, girl.
With a growing queue of locals all hoping they've got what our dealers want, it's up to Karen to kick off proceedings with a little knocker that was saved from a fiery end.
Come on, tell me all about it.
Well, it come from my friend's allotment. He used to burn wood on his wood burner, and everybody used to bring the old doors and everything. They used to come by lorry load, and that was on one of the doors that were all rotten, the door was. And I said, oh, that's a nice knock on that door. And he said, well, you can have it if you want it.
Yeah.
So he said, just take it off. So it was just like, ripped up like, because the wood was rotten. So I've had it ever since. And I bought it to put on my door because it's a letterbox as well.
Look at that, amazing. What do you think it's made of?
I don't know whether it's brass or whether it's that other stuff.
Bronze.
Bronze.
Yeah, I'm going with bronze, actually.
Yeah,
I think
it is.
with
the colour and everything on it.
Yeah. Date-wise, I'm guessing about 1900 to 1920, somewhere around like
I
that.
think there might be decent underneath that wood, what's still stuck on it.
Yeah. I mean, this is very stylised, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a bloodhound, isn't it?
Yeah. So almost Art Deco in style, actually.
Art
So
Deco, that's right.
Yeah,
I thought,
it might be running into that period, I think. Great thing, never seen one.
No, I haven't.
So,
That's
good
why
news
I kept
for
hold of
me.
it.
It hasn't cost you a penny.
It didn't cost me anything.
So I might stand a chance of prizing this off you with a bit of luck.
Can't do it.
Right, let's stick some money down then. 20, 40, 60, 80 quid. Oh, you screwed your mouth
Not
up
now you've
then.
told me that, no.
No, I've told you what?
You've not seen one before.
That doesn't make it special.
No, I thought a bit more than that, actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
In all seriousness?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Yeah? Go on, Margaret, it's 90 quid. Here he comes.
Here it comes.
Well,
Easy.
she's saying easy,
on, David, you
and
know
she's
about
absolutely right. Normally I come in and I say, come on, Karen, let's have a few more quid onto the table. The independent valuers and the auctioneer say 40 to 60 pounds. I'm going to say to you, I think the valuers and auctioneer are way out on this one. This girl knows her business, she's a trader, that's an attractive lot. 90 is fair, but I think it's worth a few quid more than that too.
Thank you.
Blooming hope so, otherwise I'm in the wrong business. So you should grab the money and run.
Go on then, I'll take it.
Right, come on then, Margaret, are we going to shake on that? Excellent.
Okay.
Enjoy that on me.
I will, thank you. Shall I take it?
You can have it.
Take it. Okay.
Margaret's the first to grab the cash. Now, how is David Hackney's history?
I'm Kay.
This chap is from a best-selling American novel written 150 years ago.
And you've brought me a Staffordshire figure here.
I have, yes. Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom.
Yep.
He was a famous American character, wasn't he?
That's it. He had a book, 1852.
That's right. It was,
Yeah.
Uncle Tom's Cabin.
That's right, yeah.
Is it something you've had a long time, Kay?
I've had it about 12 years, actually. An old lady that I looked after gave it to me. But then I didn't want it on display anymore, and I asked my nieces, I've two nieces.
And they said, we
said,
don't want
no,
it.
I don't want it.
I know what you mean. So, do you think it's worth a lot of money?
Definitely.
Of course. I'll get my glasses on just to examine this figure. It's very nice. And there it is, Uncle Tom. And it's just got one problem.
It has
here.
actually, yeah.
Somebody's chipped the foot off.
It was like that when the old
you got
lady
it?
gave it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this figure was probably made about 1880 or somewhere about there, but really it's in quite nice condition. Often they get cracks with it being left on a fireplace and the heat cracks.
Right.
But really it's in quite nice order. It's lost a little bit of paint off his nose. It's a very, very good, quite a rare figure, this one.
Right.
But this market was better a few years ago when we had lots of American dealers coming over, you know? 'Cause
I
it's
see.
American subject.
Yeah.
I'll get some money out and see if I can,
Tempt me.
yes, get you excited. Well, there's 20.
No.
I haven't finished yet.
All right.
40. 50 quid. It's not a bad bid for a damaged figure, is it?
No.
No, it's very old, isn't it?
It is very old.
Better try and give you a bit more than that then. I'll change that to tenner for us. 20. £60 for Uncle Tom and the little girl.
No.
So if I don't buy it, you're going to take it to auction?
Definitely.
£70. Okay, I really like this figure, and if I bought this, I would have it restored properly, and it really would cost me, a conservative guess, £60 to £70 to get this done. Restoration professionally is very expensive nowadays, like most things these days.
Yeah.
So I won't mess you about. I'm going to tell you what I'll give you, and that would be my lot, £80, because it would stand me like £140 restored. Okay?
Another 10.
I don't want to give another 10. I'll give you another favvy.
Okay.
Is that an okay?
Yeah, that's a deal.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
You could have gone to auction, you know.
I know I could.
Might have been 60 quid. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much,
very
Kate.
much.
David is the proud owner of Uncle Tom. The dealers have been snapping up everything in front of them, so can George continue the buying game?
I've brought a gift set of Corgi cars, and they're just basically what I've had them in bottom wardrobe for that long. I forgot about them.
But you didn't buy them new?
No, I didn't buy them new.
Okay.
I got, my neighbour was moving away, so he gave us to him because he knows I collect Corgi toys and Corgi cars, and he gave me them.
He gave them to you. That's really kind. So why are you selling these particular ones?
I'm selling them because I've got some driving lessons coming up and everything.
Okay, going towards your driving lessons.
Yeah, going towards my driving lessons.
It's appropriate as well, isn't it, to spend money from selling cars on learning to drive it,
Yeah.
you see. All right then. So we think they're sort of early 1960s,
Yeah.
don't we? And it's a complete set, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know you haven't played with them, but you must have had a look. And that, you know, each one, although in good condition, I would say has been played with.
Yeah.
You know, there's donks and bits of
Yeah.
paint missing, things like that. So even though it's a complete set, I'm going to have to take that into consideration. So we know we've got all the set, but I think what's also important is that we've also got all the boxes that went inside the main box. I mean, that's really good. That's going to help. So how about if I get some money out?
Go for it.
Let's go for it. See what happens. These are the ones I get in trouble for giving away. The pink cash, as my little girl calls them. So there's a 50, a 20, and another 20. I'm going to start off generous, I think.
Is that just to look at the wagon?
That was hopefully me trying to buy all of it. So obviously, have you got an idea?
I've got an idea.
Right.
But I'm not going to tell you.
You're not going to tell me? I'm happy to bid a bit more. But I'm not going to go mad just because of the few chips on each vehicle. So I'm at 90. I'm not going to go back to the pink cash, but I put another purple cash on. So we got 110.
No.
No. It's a tricky one, so I really like it. Tell you what I'll do. I'll make it 120. So I'll put them down. I've got to nick that one back.
Yeah. A little bit more.
A little bit more. I'm going to do one more little thing, which might swing it, it might not. The choice is yours in the end. I'm just going to put down another fiver, 125.
No.
I really honestly think that's my limit right now.
Well, if that's done, then I'll take them to auction.
Good for you. I hope they do really well, yeah. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So George is the first dealer to lose out to the sale room. Auctioneer Colin Young is on the rostrum, so will John's gamble pay off?
At 320, any more now? At 320.
You've decided to put them into a sale. Now, the estimation originally was £100 to £150.
Yeah.
But am I right in saying you've upped the reserve to 150?
Yeah.
Will you be disappointed if they don't sell?
I will be and I won't be. I got them for free, so...
Now, apparently you want the money for your driving lessons.
Yeah.
And the driving lessons have gone up.
Yeah.
That's why you put your reserve up. Is that right, John?
Yeah.
OK. Has John done the right thing? Let's find out. It's coming up now.
Lot number 75 is a Corgi Toys gift set. Number 1B, a Carrymore car transporter together with 4 cars, boxed as you can see. Lovely lot this, starting a couple of hundred, 150 to go, 100 surely, 100, straight in. All right then, 80. 80 bid, thank you at 80. At 80 bid 5, 85, 90, 5, £100 bid, surely £100 a bid at 100, 110, 110, 120, 120, 130, 130. 130 coming in now.
He's struggling to get up to the 150.
140 at 140 bid, 50. Have another one now, surely. 150 do a C. 150 net buyer at 150.
We're at 150.
All that's in the room this time at 140. 50 coming in.
Just in time. I thought he was going to lose his driving lessons.
At 150, we're on the internet and we're selling then at £150. Thank you.
Gavel's just gone down at £150. There's 15% to come off that. That's roughly around about £127 to come back.
Yeah.
First of all, what's your reaction?
Pretty equal on the dealer's day in here, so I'm happy.
Okay. Are you relieved?
Yeah.
You turned down 125 in cash with no deductions. But on the day, with the deductions, you've got £127 approximately, and that will be the real deal. Happy?
Yeah, very.
Driving lessons?
Yep.
He's coming for his driving lessons. That's the real deal.